Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. It is September 27th. So today I am back. We are going to be talking about the severe weather and the upcoming cold blast. So yes, please consider subscribing and please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. By the end of October, I would like to hit 230, if that is, I think that's possible. It's like eight subscribers, I think. I think we have 222 right now. So thank you guys for 222 subscribers. Thank you guys. So let's get started. So today we do have a slight risk in Oklahoma and Arkansas. We talked about this a little bit last night. The SPC has a 2% TOR. The TOR risk is pretty low, but it is there according to the Storm Prediction Center. We have a 5% wind and a 15% hail. We're not going to really be talking about this today, but cities in that slight risk is Fort Smith, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Springdale, Arkansas, Van Buren, Arkansas, and Ada, Oklahoma, or Ada, I don't really know how you say it. And then places in the marginal risk is Plano, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Denton, Texas, and Longview, Texas, in that marginal risk. Now let's go to day 2. So on day 2, we have a long marginal at the same front, which goes all the way down to almost Mobile, Alabama, and goes all the way up to Cleveland, Ohio. So it's a pretty big area. And we see Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Lexington, Kentucky, and Birmingham, Alabama are in that marginal risk tomorrow. We're not going to really be talking about that in today's video because I don't have a lot of time. And then on day 3, we have a marginal risk along areas of the East Coast. And then we have no upcoming issues really with severe weather after that. So let's get started here. First of all, we're going to be talking about our cold blast. That's kind of what we've been looking for a while. I think I've been talking about this for about like a week now. So we've had a lot of videos out about this. So what we're supposed to have is just have a series of cold fronts. This is our first one. This happens Tuesday. We have a low pressure system up in Canada and one that potentially pops up and kind of goes up the northeast or up the southeast area and goes into the mid-Atlantic. That is going to bring cooler, dry air behind it, especially for areas of the southeast. It could be much below average. And then we have our second cold front, which is it's not a strong cold front, but it will bring much colder air to the Midwest, down to the northern plains. A stronger polar blast, and it will reinforce the cold air in the southeast, in that area. So after we see that, we can see the 540 line goes all the way down to central Illinois and all the way over to Ohio. So that's pretty nice. Even maybe on the back side of this, next week, we could even see some snow showers in UP and Michigan and maybe northern Wisconsin or northern Minnesota. We'll have to see that if that's actually going to keep up with how it's going right now. I'll take a temperature anomalies and see if anything has changed since yesterday. So you can see right now, we have a lot of strong cold air behind our front. Our front right now is creating the slight risk for severe weather in that area. And we have much cooler air behind that, of course. And you can see that moves south, or moves pretty much east and southeast. We have much above average warmth in front of that, and much below average cold behind that. That'll bring some pretty good cold air to the southeast and some of the mid-Atlantic. And then here is our second cold blast. This is Wednesday afternoon. That's on September 30th. Our second cold blast is located about here, and then this is our first one, which the front is kind of situated like that. And then that moves further southeast, and it looks like the coldest day is going to be Friday and Saturday. Friday afternoon, temperatures are ranging about 15 degrees below average for cities like Des Moines, almost pretty much Chicago, down through St. Louis, Nashville, Memphis, Huntsville, Alabama, and not Little Rock, you're kind of on that edge. So here is 10 degrees below average for areas like Atlanta, all the way up through Minneapolis. Minneapolis are 15 degrees, actually. All the way up through Fargo, North Dakota. You're about 10 degrees below average for afternoon highs on Friday. And then Saturday morning is likely going to be the coldest morning for kind of the eastern areas, like Georgia, Alabama, up through Wisconsin. You can see temperatures pretty much, the most below average temperatures are kind of in Wisconsin and down along the coast of Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, and Louisiana. This could still change. This is still about almost a week out. And that cold blast eventually kind of fades out, and then we could be seeing some additional cold blasts later in the month that could even be stronger. We are getting closer to winter, and further into the fall. So that's exciting. Now let's take a look at actual temperatures with this. So let's go here. This is Tuesday morning. This is kind of our low temperatures for Tuesday. Some 30 is showing up in southern Wisconsin in the GFS model. 50 is going all the way down to southern Alabama, or southern Mississippi, sorry, and northern Georgia all the way up to New York. And then Tuesday afternoon, we have pretty mild temperatures going all the way down. Pretty mild high temperatures, even pretty cold up in Wisconsin and Minnesota right there. And temperatures remaining low right behind our first front during the day. So you guys can see right there. That's our first front. And Wednesday morning, you can see we have 40s going all the way down to Alabama, Georgia, all the way up to Minnesota. Not really much 30s in the central and eastern. Now the Rockies, the Rockies are starting to get really cold this time of year. It's kind of a normal thing for them to start getting below freezing this time of year. And the higher elevations, as you guys can see, they are getting below freezing in the Rockies. So yeah, and then Thursday morning, this is when the second cold blast starts to come. We have mid to low 30s in North Dakota, mid 30s in South Dakota, and 30s going all the way down to almost northern Kansas. And then Friday morning, look at this. We have a widespread freeze for areas in Minnesota and Wisconsin there. 30s going all the way down to like Tennessee, Kentucky, northern Arkansas. So yes, Friday's going to be one of the colder mornings, and Saturday morning is going to be when the cold air makes it the furthest south. 48 in the Florida Panhandle, 36 in central Illinois, 39 in southern Illinois, 40 in southern Kentucky, 38 in northern Georgia, and then 28 in central Wisconsin. Yeah, Minneapolis, you're in the 30s. And then Sunday morning, we can see that cold starts to fade a little bit. Monday and Tuesday, and then we're gonna have some reinforcing cold blasts to bring even colder air further southward, as you guys can see right here. So yeah, it's starting to get cold in the east, especially. Now, not really in the southern plains or the west. The west is staying above average, and it's going to be like that for a while. We're going to have a pattern switch up for that. Yeah, let's look at the Canadian model. Now, keep in mind, the Canadian model does sometimes have a cold bias, so we'll have to see. Let's see how strong or how low it has temperatures being. So it has, let's see. So yesterday, what I noticed is that the GFS had a more eastern. The GFS of the below freezing temperatures setting up a little bit more to the east than the Canadian model, which I'm setting up further to the west, kind of in that area, in yesterday's video. Now let's see, the Canadian model is starting to agree with the GFS, it looks like. Friday morning, it has widespread freezing temperatures for Minnesota, eastern North Dakota, eastern South Dakota, and Wisconsin. Now, what I can notice is that it's still a little bit further to the west. Let's see what it's done. Alright, so it's kind of every model run, it keeps going kind of further to the east, which I agree with. This is Friday morning, it has 30s going all the way down to almost northern Oklahoma. And then Saturday morning, it has 30s going all the way down below freezing temperatures, maybe the first freeze for the tallest elevations, like in North Georgia, western North Carolina, western Virginia, and the Appalachians. 24 in western Wisconsin. So that is pretty cold, and it has the below freezing temperatures making it a lot further south. So the Canadian model has the colder air making it further south. And for Saturday, it has high temperatures, pretty cold in a lot of the north, and pretty mild in the southeast for this time of year. So yeah. And then Sunday morning, another cold morning in the east. Sunday morning is when the cold air finally makes it kind of to the northeast. And then we can still see we still have some cold air in the west, or not in the west, but in the plains and the Rockies. So yeah. So that's the Canadian. Now, the last model we're going to look at today is the European on pivotal weather. So the European is our first cold front, bringing Tuesday afternoon temperatures around 10 to 15 degrees below average in Alabama, Georgia, up through West Virginia. And then it has that Wednesday morning, it has much below average temperatures for areas like by the coast in the southeast. Then we can see it has our second cold blast right there. Temperatures 18 degrees below average in eastern South Dakota. And then it has that cold air making it further to the southeast. You guys can see right there. Definitely very cold temperatures. Now it's like not very cold, but definitely below average. And let's look at this here. Like an actual temperature. So let's start on Wednesday morning. Or we're gonna start on Friday morning because we're gonna be the coldest mornings. So Friday morning, the European has maybe some spotty freezes, not really any below freezing temperature. Alright, so you can see spotty below freezing temperatures in northern Nebraska. Then Saturday morning, kind of moves further to the east. 40s going all the way down to southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, and southern Georgia. So you guys can see right there. And then below freezing temperatures Sunday morning. But yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow. But yes, bye.